Today we're here as BatteryEVO with the Komodo, partnered up with Atlas Lens Co. for the new PixBoom event to demonstrate their new slow-mo camera that shoots at 1,000 frames per second. We have Mr. Charlie's food truck, and we have Nanluck's production lights, all being powered by the Komodo power tank. It's about an 8-hour event running 2 days in a row, and we've had the Komodo out here. Inside the truck, they got all of their kitchen equipment, they got their AC, their refrigerator running, all being powered through the Komodo. To be able to power Mr. Charlie's food truck, since there's a sub panel inside there with a lot of equipment, we just have this one cable with a 50 amp extension cable running directly to the Komodo's 22 kVA inverter. This way, they could get the most power output out of the Komodo. Mr. Charlie's was nice enough to come out here with their food truck to feed everybody inside the events. There's at least over 100 attendees at any given moment at this all-day event, and it's all being powered through the Komodo power tank to be able to feed everybody without having to use a noisy, loud gas generator. They have production lights, camera equipment, and audio equipment all hooked up to another Komodo power unit.
So powering heavy-duty film equipment out of a Komodo tank isn't as simple as just plugging it into the outlets on front. Heavy-duty production lights, like the Nanluck's Evoke 5000B, use specialized cables called Bates cables that you can't just plug in anywhere. They're made specifically for studio production and sound stages. That's why we have these distro boxes, which we're running out of the Komodo and into the lights. So this was an interesting setup. It was actually my first time doing a setup like this with the Komodo, and I want to explain to you guys how we did it. The Komodo has 2 AC outs on the side. Those are 50 amp outputs, and we're running both of them into this first distro box, the 2400 Minicam Spider. So we're running 100 amps of power out of the Komodo into here. We have an adapter that switches over to camlocks, where we put the ground, neutral, and 2 lines in order to run power. So we're filtering 100 amps of power into this at a time, and then running it out through these camlock lines into the second distro box, which is configured for Bates cables. We're able to plug in our Bates to the distro box, run it inside the studio, and power up our heavy-duty lights all day. We've been doing this for about 2 days now, and we've barely made a dent in the battery capacity in the Komodo. We've seen this done out on productions for big studios as well, where they'll power lights all day long, no problem.
So shout out to Atlas Lens Co. for putting this event together to showcase their anamorphic lenses on the new PixBoom slow-mo camera. So congratulations to BatteryEVO and Komodo for producing the power tank with the 22 kVA inverter. You can easily hook up solar panels or do trickle charging through 50 amp AC grid tie if you needed more charging or more power to roll through this unit.
If you guys want more content about powering all kinds of things off the grid, be sure to give us a follow at BatteryEVO.